Hi guys, it's Forgetful Scholar, and we're gonna do another random Sims 4 video. So this is sort of my continuation of a wish list, and this is more for the occults, like what I wish, not so much a new race, but like fix some of the older ones. And I know everyone, now that we got werewolves, everyone wants fairies, but I personally want the spellcasters, aliens, and mermaids to be fixed. Not so much that they're glitchy, but to be more interesting. So I think you guys would agree with me that vampires and werewolves are a lot of fun to play and more interesting. And I think that's because not only do we have an ability tree, but we also have to get a negative trait once we get to a certain point. Same thing when we do the celebrity career. They just give you a random negative trait, and it adds like a bit of chaos to the game. Chaos meant to be chaos in the game. Makes it a little bit more interesting. The chaos isn't like glitches or how really talented simmers like Dr. Gluon and James Turner and stuff, they're able to have fun and create their own chaos in their games. This is actually something a little bit more interesting. I think gives it a little bit more depth in the game. So I think Spellcaster would be the easiest. If you added a negative trait that you have to get, like the vampires and the werewolves, I think the Spellcasters would be far more interesting, and I would play them a lot more, because that world, the world of when you go to learn from the sages, that is a gorgeous world. You know what I mean? Not so much Glimmerbrook. I always tend to like zhuzh up Glimmerbrook myself in my games, but like the actual magic realm is so pretty. So I think that would be kind of an easy fix, EA, Now, mermaids and aliens. Let's start with aliens. The poor OG occult of The Sims 4 needs work. It needs an ability tree. It needs a negative trait as well. Just like the werewolves, just like the vampires. And the ability trees that I was thinking exist in the game. So say in the ability tree you get telekinesis. Okay. In the Bad 2 pack, I know. People feel all kinds of way about the Bad 2 pack. I personally like it, but whatever. When your sim is having a lightsaber fight, your sim or the other sim picks the other person up and drops them like a force push. So telekinesis, you could do that. Maybe the alien could like just trip a sim or something like that. You know what I mean? Nothing huge. It doesn't have to be a huge whole new animation for it. Stuff like that. And telepathy also exists in the game. It would be easy enough, because in Strangerville, when you buy the bugs and you bug people to try to find out stuff about the mother, but really I always tend to blackmail the people. Anyway, when you listen to it, Sims, for some reason, say their deepest, darkest secret out loud. I'm assuming in a closed room by themselves, but who the freak knows? This is Sims, right? So that would be easy enough for telepathy, right? Teleportation, easy. In the wellness pack, when you get to the height of meditation, you can teleport. You can like do yoga and teleport to another location. So there we go. And since they're aliens, they can be really great with technology. So they have a boost to handiness. They have a boost to the science fields, maybe. You know what I mean? Negative traits. Paranoia. Because if I was an alien trapped on Earth, I would be so freaking paranoid about being dissected. Okay? Lactose intolerance, that they put as an actual personality trait, but it would make sense for an alien can't handle dairy, right? Because they're from a different planet. They might not have any animals at all, you know? Queasiness. Again, on Earth, our food probably doesn't exist on their home planet. So I think with that, how they randomize if your sim's right-handed or left-handed, or if they like fruitcake or hate fruitcake, they could randomize that. So maybe you have an alien that can't take dairy, or you have an alien that can't take meat, or an alien that can't take vegetables, or an alien that can't take fish. You know what I mean? And it makes them queasy, and you feed them enough of it, maybe it's a new death. You know what I mean? So there's a play on that. And another ability, really good with technology. In the university game, that computer, the research computer, there's a whole animation of like sharing brainwaves with that computer. There we go. You know what I mean? Also a negative trait that I thought could be really fun, sort of a gremlin thing. So maybe their technology is so much more advanced than ours that they have a hard time with our technology, and it's a random chance of them breaking our technology, sort of like the gremlins. Because if you handed me an abacus right now, I wouldn't know what to freaking do. I would just play with the beads to make clacking sounds. I would have no idea how to use it, you know? So I thought that would be kind of interesting. Maybe klutzy, because our gravity is different from theirs. You know what I mean? And also give them a world. Now I get it. We have sexum and all that stuff. Once you do a portal there, alien world, fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about an alien world in The Sims, although that would be cool, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a suburban town. And for the love of everything holy and llamas in The Sims, please, not North America. There's so many. The world is so big and so pretty. Like, please do it in like South America, Africa, the Middle East, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, you know, the Netherlands, just somewhere else. Anyway, whew. So a suburban world, not in North America, where there is a tunnel. And one of those tunnels, you have to have like 10 handiness to get through. So you go there, and then at the end of the tunnel, big surprise, there's just a huge crash site. You know what I mean? And then your sim realizes, oh, like 1/3 of the population is aliens. So like how in Sulani, it seems to be like 1/3 of the population there are mermaids. In this non-North American town, 1/3 of the populations are aliens. I just think that would be kind of fun. You know what I mean? There could be a lot of room to play in that, you know, because I don't know anybody who chooses aliens in casts. You know what I mean? I can't think of anybody that does it. It's always like an alien pops up in one of the 100 baby challenges or something, and then you didn't realize they're alien, and then your kid's part alien, and you're like, oh, okay. And also be kind of fun if the kid is part alien, that they could have they have a skill tree as well. That would be so much fun. Okay, so much fun. And also maybe easily socially awkward, because how, you know, they're aliens hiding out. You know what I mean? Maybe when a certain moodlet get too anxious or something, they have to change into their real selves and not wear their human disguise anymore. That could be fun. Just things like that. I think that would give the aliens in Sims 4 like a brand new life. And so many of everything I said pretty much is in the game. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't, I don't know coding, but come on, that'd be great. Now the second occult I'm going to attack is the mermaids. Now I think the mermaids are beautiful. I think the world at Sulani is a lot of fun. I play in there a lot. I don't know why Ask If a Mermaid is in like, I think it's in like the mean trait. I don't know why. I kind of always through the dialogue trees like just speed read till I find what I'm looking for. But anyway, I think they also need an ability tree. They do. And a bad trait. Again, squeamish, because, you know, maybe they can only eat fish, you know, because they're from the ocean. So can't handle meat, can't handle dairy, socially awkward. Again, they're not humans. They're living among humans. Things are going to get lost in translation. Clumsy, because they, you know, used to having fins, not legs, right? And maybe horrible with technology. Just like straight up always horrible with technology, but maybe have a boost to their like charm, you know, charisma. Maybe it's easier for them to gain charisma, harder for like handiness, you know? And the thing is, they tried to do abilities when the mermaid's in the ocean. I get that, but maybe make an ability tree. So, you know, communicate with dolphins, already in the thing. Already in the game, already can do it, making it on the ability tree. Control the weather, like they make storms, already on it, do it in the ability tree. But also being able to do it on land. So say it's like a mean or mischievous interaction, and you could hit somebody with a wave, but because Sims and it could be chaotic. What if your mermaid gets hit with a wave? Instead, could be fun. Also, mermaids shouldn't be able to drown. I don't care how exhausted they are. That makes no freaking sense. Okay, none. Also maybe ability, they could call a storm and hit somebody with lightning. But again, maybe you could do a good luck trait and have a bad luck trait. If they have the bad luck trait, they could get hit by the lightning. You know what I mean? So these things exist in the game, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to put them forward in the game. I just think the existing cults of spellcasters, aliens, and mermaids need to be beefed up before we get a new one. And they have the ability, because vampires and werewolves, so much fun. You know what I mean? So it can be done. So those are my wish list for that. And I hope that happens, because I think that'll be a blast. Also, just thought of it, mermaids. Maybe, they could kind of mind control people and force them to do things. Like little things, no big deal. But also bad side, that they're so charismatic, the Sims kind of don't leave them alone. I think that would be kind of a fun, be careful what you wish for kind of a deal, right? I don't know. Let me know what you thought of these ideas. I thought these would be a great way to flesh out the game, but let me know what you think. Okay, I don't want to, but it's time for me to get back to the real world. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.